miss it being with a band, so she feel that. Bitch, get your ass on the pole. Banana split, she peeled that. Hit it one time and I killed that. But I never ever call back. Maybe one time that's a relapse. Know to do that in my fucking past. I don't know. Can I trust my own? Can I trust my bro? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I know I got some heavy medical, and I know I got your bitch, she love the flow, and I know she love the way I make her roll, I just get Molly some Molly, now I'm faded. Yeah, your girl gon' suck my dick like I'm famous. And I pulled up with your bodies, I can't waste it. And she calling me her daddy like I made it. I am not no Superman, I never save it. I don't save it. When it starts coming for you, that's when it starts running from you. I'll show you love as you want it. When it stops, that's when you start running from you. I'll have the love that I give to you.
Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
You a line with the same recipe with a band, so she feel that. Bitch, get your ass on the pole. Banana split, she feel that. Hit it one time and I killed that. But I never ever call back. Maybe one time that's a relapse. Known to do that in my fucking past. I don't know.
DJ Technique Mixtape Mastermind.
I know if we've been running up, I've been going strong, you gon' hear me now, we've been working out, we've been working out, we've been working out, we've been working out, she really put on the mouth. I just put less in the mouth. I do not care about the mouse. I do not care where you bow. I do not care where you bow. I'm paper out the plastic. You done got the best I have. Better money like a match. All these others I'm trash. Roll it up and never pass it. Switching lanes and then I'm passing. I say hit me like what's happening. Saying that shit like my lash. It's me on her knees like Jesus. You really want me, let me feel this. I'ma keep on doing this. Bitch, you need this. You believe this. Tell me what it's said. You really want it, boy. Let me hold it out. I've been holding back. You don't know my name. You don't know my name. So good. I've been up. We've been running up. I've been going strong. You gon' hear me now. We've been working out. We've been working out. We've been working out. We've been working out. I just put up on my step. I got these bitches around me. She just wants to know the rest. Little girl, I'm a friend. You don't know who you're messing with. I just make rest when I'm trying to fit. I've been the person on staying late. All these women want something. She want my love in her hand, baby. She want my noise with price tag. You was so big I can stand like that. I can't popping up with her. Cause it loaded like I'm gonna make it. She just spit before we trade places. Eddie Murphy with the fucking lake.
Maybach music.
Baby, baby, do it all that action, baby, I just showed up in my hello and I'm fun. So Charging a lot for a feature cause I'm on you. Hey, holy shit, I got how you know
Find this.
taking this from us and then you started. The prescription so much I might be a doctor. I got expenses, don't hit me unless you got the television on. Bitch.
DJ Technique Mixtape Mastermind.
On, bitch. Money drip that water so wet. She want diamonds and the gold tags, yeah. Money coming first, they know that, yeah. I'ma leave her, she know that, yeah. Money gonna have me heat. You want the shit and I need it. NJ on it, then she beat it. Ay, chicks are ratting like they bleed. Money green out of season. Small talking don't appease me. Don't make it so easy, no. Don't make it so easy. I gave my bitch a new bitch and I watch him get down and that shit is so freaky. Either way, they be eating. Yeah, I don't know when they no grading, and I know I'm getting greedy. I don't follow cause I'm leading. If there's drama, then I'm leaving. I'm the drumming with the E. I got plenty notes. Stay on my Q's and P's. Oh, I need an A, not a B. Oh, pop until I cannot see. Yeah. Like you didn't got me in here. Your girl, I like she in here. Your girl, she probably. Money drip that water so wet. She want diamonds first, they know that, yeah. I'ma leave her, she know that, yeah. Water so wet. She want rose gold, yeah. All the finer things she wants, she never had. All these women talking about what they have. I can make you one of them, baby, yes. Whipping on up in my lane, on my pass. Every motherfucker in my way in life. Going heavy with the cup and the gas. Let me give you all these things you never
Mic check,
had.
mic check. You're he. Mic check. Mic
She
check.
good with the
Turn it
action.
down.
Oh, I'm good, be right back though. I just had to.
There you go. Salutes. What's popping? What is popping, folks? How we doing? How we doing? You're he. You're he. You're he. You're he. You're he. You're he. There we go. What's cracking, man? How we doing? So it's a pop-up show. I was feeling quite bored, rather bored. Salutes to Day 1S in the building. General Saturn in the building. Dino in the building. Who else we got down there? Excuse me. Here we go. Okay, it's moving again. Brilliant. All right, cool. Let's get into some drama palaver with a bit of the Dusty and the Rose Prelude. Let's get straight into this.
You know, it's funny you bring up Illumitami.
Shut your mouth! You spent 2 years following me around this panelverse saying, Tom, let us love you. Tom, let us be your friend. And I
Easy, Tom. Easy, Tiger. You're gonna blow a gasket. You're gonna blow a gasket. Chill out, relax. You live longer. You live longer. All right. Chill out, relax.
swear on this panelverse, if I ever see him in this life, if I ever see him in this life, I will have his kneecaps with.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa.
If I ever see him in this life, I will have.
Man, oh man. Hey, I said it before. Some of you lot are lucky there's distance between you and Tommy. All right? Distance. You're lucky. You're lucky. Look. You're lucky there's distance, man. You're lucky. That's all I can say. Distance, boy.
Have his kneecaps with whatever piece I'm carrying, and I'll do that in time. Because Goblin's right. He is a piece of shit. He's running around here grifting for money over we're doing for free.
Oh, he's not wrong there. He's not wrong there. Hold on.
Running around here grifting for money over we're doing for free. Flow state, fuck his family except for his kids, just him and his wife. They're both garbage.
Yo, gunman. Man's busting shot and beating shot on screen. What do you mean? Bad man thing. Bad man thing. You let it move like that. Hold on a second. Think about it.
Doing for free. Flow state, fuck his family except for his kids, just him and his wife. They're both garbage.
Ooh. Bad man thing. Huh? Man, hey, man beating the machine. What do you mean? Bad man thing. One more time.
We're doing for free. Flow state, fuck his family except for his kids, just him and his wife. They're both garbage.
Bang!
Have you heard that? Have you heard where and with who Lumitami is now residing?
I know that he's doing his roofless because it's not homeless if you call it roofless. He was at Rose's.
It's not homeless if you call it ruthless. Wow. That is a new one. It's not homeless if you call it ruthless. That's, I don't know what to say. Roll the clip.
I think he's back in Colorado now, but I'm not positive.
Oh, so you can confirm that he was living with Rose 777. That can be confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know if living is with. He stayed there for a week or two.
We're into the final bend of the coral eclipse. And what's this? He's shaking
Forgot about
it.
that.
She's shaking it. And with 50,000.
We've got the adverts. Excuse me, folks. And I know it's a bit glitchy and a bit, distorted, the audio. So forgive me for that, right? Forgive me.
Wow. Even that's insane, by the way.
Somebody in my chat wants to send you a beanie. Do you have a PO box or something? Is there a way to make that happen?
No, one beanie. Only I just roll with one beanie. So the rumor is that Illumitati
One beanie. I roll with one beanie. Oh, that's cold. I roll with one beanie. Brilliant.
Tommy lived with Rose.
Yeah, so he went.
Only imagine.
First, so when he went roofless, he went up and visited Random Fan, and then he moved. He went to Vegas actually the week that I was supposed to be there. That Vegas trip fell through, but anyways, he went to Vegas, and then from there, I think he went to Rose's, and now he's back in Denver. That's my understanding. It could be wrong.
So here's the thing: we've known that Rose has hosted a number of people. For instance, a lot of my audience may be surprised to hear, and your audience, that Rose actually had one Mr. Brian O'Shea living with her at one point.
Oh! What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh man, wowzers. Hey Flo, I wish I got in on this one here, man. You should have told me, man. Hey, come on, Flo, man. Next time when you're gonna do something like this, holler at your boy, right? Look at the beast. Look at the beast. Look at him. Just look at him.
Oh! What the fuck?
I've never had a threesome.
that I can remember, really.
Suck my
Dude, I was a virgin when I was 35.
suck my
I'm a child. I've been beat off till I was 28. I wanna know if Jennifer's into me. Barely, are you attracted to me at all?
Brian?
Oh, Shay, say it again. I didn't hear it. I said I'm going through a bisexual stage and I might want to suck you. You're really handsome. Flow State's the kind of guy I would do some bisexual.
screaming with passion about shit. You ever have passion?
No, you're not.
Mexican. Sick of them too.
Did you ever have passion?
Hello, barely. Remember you said no because of my character? What were you talking about?
I work on the plantation.
Dude, I talk about wet dreams, and dude, that's spiritual retention. Talk about semen retention, which is all the rave. No fat communities and Reddit.
You're very aggressive.
Fat means to eat off. Right. You're still willing to hop on my string, right? We never did that. But you could also, but see, the wet dreams I noticed in my semen, which I'm kind of, well, no, I'll check out. But all right, I'll DM you. But yeah, when I was like actually sort of consciously doing semen retention, like, but it's a lusting. Like, who here has done something with a dude?
Comment about
Who
not
here
going
has
down
ever
the
done something with a dude, like even when you're a kid or something? You know how when you're a kid, you guys do some weird. See, no one's gonna open up and say.
Barely, I
when
feel
guys
like you
blew
need
your
to say
best
that you
friend
would
at,
do
like,
him
10
so we
years
can-
old.
I
Are you aware
heard
of that?
That's wild.
Right.
What the was she thinking?
So she had Brian O'Shea, and then we know about the Nachiketa debacle. I mean,
How is Nachiketa the one out of all these three dudes that went the worst? That's what doesn't make sense.
That's crazy. That's wild. I know. When you put it like that, right? Nat had the worst sending off, right? He had the worst sending off out of all of them.
What does that say about Rose? That Nachiketa, like a zenned out meditating guy who practices Vipassana, is basically a vegan. He's pretty much achieved some state of enlightenment, and it goes so bad, but yet she gets along so well with Illumitami and Brian O'Shea.
No, let's be real. Notch doesn't have as much chill as he tries to.
Proceed. With hotels.com.
This shit is choppy as fuck.
I mean,
with Illumitami and Brian O'Shea.
no, let's be real. Notch doesn't have as much chill as he tries to.
Hey, Flo, I want to see where you're going with this. Why would you say that? I want to see where you're going with this. I think Z wants to as well.
Proceed.
I mean, we all try to have, maybe more chill than we do. I don't really try to. I actually have quite a bit of chill. And you don't try to because you just don't try to have chill.
I'm not interested in chill anymore. I'd rather just be, like I said, radically authentic and tell the world to go F itself.
Z's a pretty fiery person. He just tries to control it. I'm not really surprised his fieriness got out. I'm more surprised that the other two guys, I mean, I guess I don't know how it went with O'Shea. I'm very surprised that Tommy and Rose got along so well.
In some way, I'm not, because Rose was always waiting to, like, do her heel turn. Are you a wrestling fan? Close date at all?
I used to be.
Are you a wrestling fan? I see, you're hilarious.
All right. There's an expression in the biz called a heel turn. It's basically when, like, a good guy turns bad. Like, you might remember in the late 90s, early 2000s, Hulk Hogan turned bad and he became the Hollywood Hulk.
Right.
Or whatever, and it's when the good guy flips.
Mm-hmm.
That's the heel turn. Rose was always waiting for the heel turn.
She was, and you knew it. You knew it. The first time you introduced me to her, you said, this is the most dangerous person in whatever, this sector.
I told you she's keeping files on people.
There
and
she is. She's right there. She's right there.
And that anytime
Z, you were trying to tell us from some time ago. You was like, beware of this lady. She's a double agent. I remember. You was warning us months ago.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Um,
Oh,
she's
she's been waiting backstage.
so I'm gonna put it to my audience. See, I like to do this sometimes. Just put it to my audience. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to hear from Rose. Put a 2 in the chat if you never want to hear from Rose again.
Never want to hear from Rose again, you know. AZ, you're funny as fuck. Croatian brother in the building. What's happening? Much love, bro.
See, I learned this from the Bible. Remember that story about Jesus? I know you're agnostic or whatever you are, but there was a whole story where, like,
he said he got that from the Bible. AZ, you got that from the Bible, yeah? Put a 2 if you never want to hear Rose again. Is that in the Bible? Yeah.
that guy Pontius Pilate or whatever his name was. Like, they brought Jesus to him, and he said, "Look, I don't know what to do with this guy." So he just let the people vote. They basically voted to have Jesus, ass strung up and pretty much crucified. But
I think it's only fair that we, don't just crucify another J without giving her a chance.
Gotcha. Is my music being played? Can you hear music?
I do.
All right, good. Sometimes my thing glitches. Well, hold on. I got to go to the audience. I asked them to vote.
With Adobe Express, I can make a social post.
Z's funny without trying to be funny, man. It's fucking hilarious. When he's in the zone, he's just in the zone. All right, he's fucking in the zone when he's in the zone. He's got a damn good script. I agree. I agree, Squirrel. He's got a very good script. Whoever's writing Z's script, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That's what I can say. Brilliant.
Now she's being demanding. Look what she says. You see how these
I did see that.
These people are. I have a show to release in the morning. Let's get this over with. So we're here doing a stream. She shows up and just demands to be on, like that.
I saw that and I knew that was going to just definitely slow things down. She knew that too when she said it, though. She don't give a.
Unbelievable. Flow State, what's the over under that Rose was bumping meth with Illumitami?
No. Bumping meth with Illumitami. Look at his face. He loves that one. Look at his face. Look at the smirk on him. See. You look at the smirk on you, boy. That's funny as fuck. Look at the smirk.
I have no idea. I'm going to say
80% chance that Rose and Illumitami were getting crazy.
I think everybody is sober here.
Right.
That life has been left behind for everybody. Don't be an agency.
Rose, welcome back to Z Show. How you doing?
But maybe 70% chance.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me, for letting me be here in a place
where you laughing at? Rose, you seem like you're laughing, like you're speaking through a smile.
But it's a mean smile.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Flo, he said it's a mean smile. He said it's a mean smile. Listen to Flo.
It's diabolical.
It's okay. I like that louche.
Rose, can you confirm or deny that you were booty bumping with Tommy? That's the allegation.
Booty.
I will deny the allegation that I was ever booty bumping with Illumitami.
What the fuck is booty bumping? What? Oh Lord, booty bumping. I've never heard of that one. Booty bumping. What the fuck? Where do you not come up with these words? Booty bumping. That's crazy.
But Flow State, you said like 2 weeks. It was an amazing 2 months. Over.
Was it?
It was.
Hold on. I want
the best experience ever.
I have a quick question though. I need to get in. Z, how do you know about boofing?
Booty bumping.
I assume that's boofing.
Is it when you put meth up your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What did I just hear? What the fuck? What was that? Did anybody else hear that, or was it just me? Nah, let me rewind that a second. That
Boofing.
Booty bumping.
I assume that's boofing.
Is it when you put meth up your ass?
Yeah.
and he confirmed it. Is that really a thing? Meth up your ass. Please say you're joking right now. Someone say it's a joke. What the fuck? No way. Booty bumping. Nah, I didn't just hit. What is that a thing? What Rose and Tommy was doing booty bumping? Booty bumping. The fuck? Booty bumping. What the fuck does it do up there? What does it do up there? Can someone tell me? Tommy, can you tell me what it does up there? Booty bumping. That's crazy, man. Never heard of that. Booty bumping. Let me hear that again.
Know about boofing? I have a quick question though. I need to get in. Z, how do you know about boofing?
Booty bumping.
You know what? It's the way how Z says it. Like, booty bumping. Like, we should know what it is. I don't know what it is, Z. I really don't. That's the first time I've fucking heard of that. Booty bumping. He said it so calm, like it's an everyday thing. It's like we build zoots. They do booty bumping. You understand? It's different. It's different. What the fuck? Booty bumping. He said it so calm. I've never heard of that.
Hold on,
it was
I wanna-
the best
can-
experience ever.
I have a quick question though. I need to get in. Z, how do you know about boofing?
Booty bumping.
Booty bumping. Yo, wow, that's so calm. He said it so calm. That's funny as fuck.
I assume that's boofing.
Is it when you put meth up your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And listen, Flo replied so quick with a swift yeah. Flo, listen to the instant reply from Flo with a yes. All right. Listen, it's like I don't know whether they knew that what was going on. Is it scripted or this is really a thing? I don't know. But Flo replied back so swiftly. Brilliant, brilliant.
Thing.
Is it when you put meth up your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
He concurred so quickly, boy. That is fucking hilarious. Yeah, yeah.
I learned about it in jail. Where'd you learn about it?
You know, live and breathe.
Yeah. He said, you know.
About it in jail. Where'd you learn about it?
You know, live and breathe, my friend. Live and breathe.
All right.
Cold.
Although I imagine for Rose, the booty bumping might involve a little bit more, like, you know, might be a little bit more difficult than your average guy or doll. I'm just saying.
It requires
Z, why would you say that? Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. Oh Lord, that's crazy.
muscles that I don't have use of, I would assume, if I'm imagining booty bumping adequately in my
Right.
mind's eye.
Yeah, the idea is you want to like hold in and retain the liquid in your ass.
Motion arrays, easy to use motion graphics. You can enjoy the creative process.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking like Ren and Stimpy. You know, when they're singing happy, happy, joy, joy, and they're pushing their butts together.
That's what I was thinking, Rose. For once, me and you are on the same page. For once, London and Rose are on the same page. I was thinking like, bums slapping with each other, like happy, happy, joy, joy type shit, right? Ren and Stimpy, yeah, Ren and Stimpy type. But That's different, booty Bobby. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe we're on the same page, Rose. Crazy.
You know, yeah, that's what I was. But you're talking about the insertion of a into the anus in order for it to absorb.
Just a shard. Yeah.
Right.
Just a shard. Fucking hell, Flo. A shard. I'm I'm thinking of glass now. Once you said that, shoving glass up your anus. Just a shard.
So you're basically giving us the anal version of. Look, I don't even want to go there. This is getting crazy.
This is. It's a good thing that XO guy is not still here because he would get fired from his free job.
Okay, so you are admitting that Illuma Tommy actually lived in your abode with you and Jason Lingren for 2 months. That's insane, by the way.
Can we? So first of all, I want to know how things turned out.
That, excuse me, Z, you're right. That is insane. I would never have thought that in all my years. Right? Shacking up. Lima told me shacking up with Rose and Crow 777, right? Or Jason, whoever the cats are, I don't know. It's one big happy household, right?
With O'Shea. Also, I want to know how Jason is so tolerant of urine.
But hold on. Could you imagine if it was Rose, Jason, Tommy, Natch, and Brian all under one roof? And Mr. Jack Talcott all under one roof? Man, oh man. I would tune into that stream every day. I swear to God.
Sane friends.
I don't know how he is either. Look, I'm even wearing Tommy's jacket because I miss him so much.
What? Hold on a second. You're missing Tommy's. What? Hold on. You're wearing what? Take that back.
Is so tolerant of your insane friends.
I don't know how he is either. Look, I'm even wearing.
Yo, no way. No way. That Tommy's jacket. Yeah, you're styling. You're styling on them. Is that the bumping jacket? Is that the bumping jacket? Can anybody fill me in? Is that the bumping jacket? Okay.
Wearing Tommy's jacket because I miss him so much.
Okay, they definitely booty bumped.
Right.
We didn't.
It's basically like flow state. If I know you're not like a big weed smoker, but in the weed smoking world, there's a thing called a shotgun, where like somebody takes a hit and they blow it in the other person's mouth. I'm imagining they did like the anal version of the shotgun, where like Tommy shoved up his ass,
like
and then booty bumped.
Right. That's exactly how you do it. But
they have invented something.
We would have to.
Unbelievable. And how Jason fits into this whole thing, I don't want to know. I hope Crow never watches these panels, Rose. You're in trouble if he does.
Crow never knew that Tommy was here. Crow will never. I mean, he would never have any exposure to who he was or.
Whoa. So you telling me Crow has no idea of what this yellow hussy is keeping up with? So you mean to tell me this yellow hussy is doing things that Crow is unaware of? It'd be a shame if it got back to Crow. It'd be a big shame if it got back to Crow. But that's wild. I mean, if Crow's not aware of this, right? If Crow is not aware of this, he must be thinking, what the fuck is happening with my numbers? Rose, do you know anything about my numbers? No, Crow. I don't know. Maybe people are just busy. Okay, Rose, we'll look into it. Yeah, you look into that, Crow. Look into your numbers. Why you got London numbers? You ain't got Crow numbers no more. What happened? She fucked up the sauce. She fucked up the bolognese. That's what happened. And you don't even know.
He probably does.
He might if you don't start paying me monthly.
I mean, Crow doesn't even know about Paul and his panels and the fact that this whole thing was created, Z. So imagine that. He's just out of it. But no, Tommy being here, he's obviously just a brilliant genius. And he's just, expressing himself the way he wants to the internet, but in real life, he's a normal guy who's just
Nobody's buying that.
And Jason,
No one's buying that. No. No one's buying that, Rose. Come on, you gotta try harder, huh? No one's buying that.
he's a normal guy who's just
Nobody's buying that.
And Jason feels like it's like having a comedian in the house.
Right. A high, completely insane, sociopathic comedian.
What would he be high on? He was here, and if anyone who's been here knows, if you don't have a driver's license, there's no way to get away from me and my.
What if you can create your own website by saying, "This is what I want"? With clicks, you can.
Deliver.
Through DoorDash?
I don't know. Through bicycle.
Crow said, what Crow's handlers give him is all Crow knows. That's a fact. That's a fact. What's happening, Zephyr? What's happening, boy? How we doing? Salute, salute. Much love. Ryan in the building, Baxter in the building. Salutes to you folks, man. Much love, much love.
Speaking of food, did he cook you any of those meals that we watched?
Yes. Yes. I was
Did he shake it up in a 2-liter and then let it cure and then you ate it?
Did he make the deep fried Wonder Bread toast that we watched him make and the mozzarella sticks?
Oh, yeah.
There's one.
I remember that one, Z. I was on your panel and we covered that. Deep fried cheese and bread and toast and all of that stuff, right? I remember that. Carbs on carbs.
Thing he made that I didn't get to try, which was spaghetti on bread and lots of cheese, but I really like the CPK frozen California Pizza Kitchen, the barbecue chicken kind, and then he would add stuff to it to make it better. So he would add more meats and cheeses.
What? Make it better. To make it better. Is that what she just said? Okay. Make this world a better place. Okay.
To it and then do it like that, and we would split those.
Right. You understand you're describing the exact type of meals that a person hopelessly addicted to methamphetamine would be cooking. You get that, right?
But I'm not addicted to meth, and I was okay with it. But I'm actually okay with the pizza by itself and didn't need the extra toppings put on it. But I figured since we were splitting the pizza, he was going to be more hungry, and that's why he wanted more toppings on it.
That logic is logicking. Yeah. It's logic, right? Yeah. He's going to be hungry if he splits the pizza. So add more toppings. That's fucking genius. Go, Tommy.
Rose, I'm going to ask you some pointed questions.
Yes.
Are you still friends with David Weiss?
No.
Okay. When did you stop being friends with David Weiss?
Because we got into a big fight, and it was long ago enough that I can't remember the details of like who said
was
what.
It after Jaron returned from?
What? So Rose and Dave Weiss is not on speaking terms. I wouldn't know. I didn't know they was or wasn't, but that's news to me. You know, they're all from the same sector, truth community, right? That's the thing about the truth community. Why is no one on good terms? Like, well, it's strange to me. Everyone resents somebody in the truth community to a degree, right? I find it weird, very weird.
From Antarctica.
Absolutely.
Of course it was. So there
now,
was
Z, do you think that everybody who eats pizza is on, or just some of them?
No, but just like the frozen weird pizza that you just. Plus, she's mentioned like the spaghetti on like Wonder Bread.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
spaghetti on Wonder Bread, yo.
Picturing like videos or some kind of like.
Yeah, if you eat a spaghetti sandwich, that's that. I don't even know if that's just poverty.
Like, if you picture Tommy with like a Chef Boyardee, and then he opens the fucking can and gets the moldy Wonder Bread out of Rose's freezer.
No, it's free and it's free in the dumpster. It's barely expired.
No,
I'm freezer. And then he opens the
Did he say the moldy Wonder Bread out of Rose's freezer? What Rose's got moldy Wonder Bread in their freezer, yeah?
Fucking can and gets the moldy Wonder Bread out of Rose's freezer. I just
No,
Oh, Natch, you let the beans out, Natch. They keep moldy food around the house, Natch. You let the beans out.
opens the fucking can and gets the moldy Wonder Bread out of Rose's freezer. I just
no, it's free and it's free in the dumpster. It's barely
I want to know, did Tommy bring the moldy bread, or was the moldy bread already in the premises? I need to know.
expired.
No, when the spaghetti bread occurred, that was because I was requesting the proverbial bad cooking. So it was the purposeful looking of the bad. I don't know exactly what he was doing on his own time with his own meals on his own schedule. But when we had the scheduled bad cooking, he would deliver in the genre that was requested.
Fuck me, Duff. How many adverts you gonna give me today? Jeez almighty.
Rose, did Brian O'Shea, Lumatami, and Nachiketa all sleep on the same bed?
Yes, and many other people who have been guests on Crow 777 Radio, or just people passing through, like Thunder Chicken, I think was one of them. And yeah.
Thunder Chicken? Bitch, you just say Thunder Chicken on Crow 777. Fuck you got Thunder Chicken doing on there? Thunder Chicken. Hey, this truth community is backwards, boy. Thunder Chicken. Isn't that the one who was simping over Brielle or something like that? I remember Z done a Brielle song. That was fucking hilarious.
There's actually like too many to count now. Ben Balder.
Right, so hold on. So there's a problem. We had previous reports from somebody you're not really very close with anymore. One Mr. James from Grounded Extracts, that when Thunder Chicken slept in his household, he slept without the sheets on the couch.
I heard about this.
And left some type of infestation and at least some level of soiling, because he would not use the linens provided by James's lovely
What
wife.
sort of
What? Oh man. Yeah, yes. Forget it. No one's staying at London's house anymore. You're not welcome. If you ain't washing your skins, you ain't coming to stay on London's couch. Right? Fuck that shit. Stay where you are. Don't want you over here. No way. Infestations and shit. Ugh. That's crazy.
infestation? Hold on. What was infestation?
Have you ever met Thunder Chicken? Have you ever met
No.
this guy? You've met
He
him.
just got married.
I mean, I've talked to him on here. I've never met him in person. What was the infestation? What did he leave behind there? Was it bed bugs?
What was it?
Rose, do you remember the story, Rose?
I remember the story, and I think
No.
it's horrible to. I think that you absolutely need sheets between your body.
Was
and
it bed bugs?
Who knows what it was, but whatever it was.
Let me
Thunder-
tell you this. If somebody, I'm just putting this out there in the universe for everybody. If you come to my house and have bed bugs, I don't give a if you use sheets or not. You don't even cross the driveway.
Helen Flo, exactly. I was just saying that. Stay the fuck where you are. You got your bed bugs. You cuddle up next to your bed bugs and stay where you are, right? London's place is off limits. My couch is off limits, right? You keep your bed bugs to yourself, Mr. or Mrs.
Right. But if anything did happen, and if Thunder Chicken ever had something to infest their house with, it's over now, because Thunder Chicken just got married, you guys.
Maybe
And
she
she's
probably got it
supposed to-
too now.
Well, then he found someone who was accepting of his infestation. Isn't that a great mazel tov?
Found someone who was accepted. Oh Lord, my goodness, no way. That's some grimy people. They need a deep cleanse. Damn.
Moment as well, compatible with his
It was
infestation.
bed bugs, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I think that they probably just didn't like his level of respect for their couch, which I completely understand. And it's funny you should bring it up, because I love Thunder Chicken so much.
Boom, Wagwan Powder Dusty. Mr. Dusty in the building. Salute. I see you down there. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Wagwan. You're the reason. Hold on. Let me do the damn thing real quick. Boom. There you go, mister. for bringing us good content, right? For bringing us good content. Shit's hilarious, bro. Hey, I don't know whether you wanna hold on. What the fuck? How do I? Okay, here we go. Don't know whether you wanna have a seat up next to the kid, but you're more than welcome, bro. This shit's hilarious. All right, we're getting into this.
But I'm trying to mend things with grounded extracts as we speak right now. And I have been in communication with Najla, and I would love to not only resolve things with them, but even just kind of move forward. And
okay, Rose, so will you indeed reinstitute the deleted episodes of Grounded Extract on Crow's 777? Will you go back and reinstate those episodes for the listening audience? Yes or no?
oh my gosh, that's why I wish that they were here right now to also speak for themselves and explain themselves, because part of the contention of what I'm worried about whether or not we can be friends is because Crow feels how he's going to feel, and he still feels how he feels, and me, independent of Crow, and no matter what Crow thinks, I want to resolve with James and Najla. So even though I do have a certain amount of control over the show, I don't think I could be convinced to get Crow to put them back up again.
Certain amount of control. What? I mean, what about the number part? The numbers that plummeted, is that out of your control, or do you have control over that part? Right? Who controls the numbers plummeting? Is that you or Crow? I mean, if you know, you know. If you see, you see, huh? Not hard to see. Not hard to see. I think even Flo, Dusty pulls him on numbers than Crow now. Fucking crazy.
Because he's so mad about what happened, and
he thinks so that's going to be a huge sticking point.
I know.
What happened?
Okay, so
I'm not up with the lore.
It's a long story. It's too long of a story. It's too much. I want to get back to Thunder Chicken. I want to talk about Thunder Chicken, how gross he is. Please.
Oh, is he? That's fucking hilarious. How gross he is, yeah.
I want to get back to Thunder Chicken. I want to talk about Thunder Chicken, how gross he is. Please. Now.
Please. Did you say please? Hold on a second. No, you didn't say please. Hold on.
Talk about Thunder Chicken, how gross he is. Please.
Yo, hey, Z is fucking cold. He said please, you know. He said please. You're cold, Z. That's fucking hilarious.
Now, we have confirmed reports, obviously, that he is like unbathed, unshaven, unwashed. He's completely disgusting and gross. He doesn't.
Hold on. Who are you talking about now? Are we still talking about Thunder Chicken or somebody else? Because I know a few people like that, Z. I know a few people like that going off their appearance, you know, unshaved, unbathed, and you know, if appearance is everything, right? Some of these people would be doing life in jail just off their appearance, Z. Right? Just off their appearance, they'll be getting life.
Doesn't use the proper linens. Did you ensure that when he slept on your guest bed that he used linens? Did you, or you didn't monitor that?
Yeah, every time that we've had a guest over, Jason and I, and when I say Jason and I, obviously I mean Jason, because I'm not physically capable of putting on a fitted sheet. So every single time we call it like the de-Brianing or the de-Tommying before and afterwards. We change the sheets before and after they're here. And if they're here for
Are you sure you didn't give the same sheets to Tommy that Z had used? Just like unwashed. Or, I mean, notch. Yeah.
Come use
I don't
my
think that was Freudian because there'd be no like meaning to glean out. Anyways,
right.
She tried it. Yo. Yo. Hey. Whoa. Did you see that? Hold on, Flo. I like the way you recovered that, Flo. Yeah, cause all right. I didn't even know she said that, Flo. So I'm glad you actually, you know, recovered it. Yeah, thank you. Let me take that back.
Just like unwashed. Or, I mean, notch. Yeah.
Come use
I don't
my
think that was Freudian because there'd be no like meaning to glean out. Anyways,
yeah,
he had used just like unwashed. Or, I mean, Notch. Yeah.
Come use
I don't
my
think
sheets
that was
for next
Freudian
week.
because there'd be no like meaning to glean out. Anyways,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, right. About right. Yeah. Hey, you know when they say there's always a girl that tries to get in between the homies, right? A girl that gets in between the homies and shit, right? Pay attention.
We're here for
Are
next
you
week.
sure you didn't give the same sheets to Tommy that Z had used? Just
Z?
like
What are you talking
unwashed.
about?
Or I mean Notch. Yeah.
Come use
I
my
don't think
sheets
that was
for next
Freudian
week.
because there'd be no like meaning to glean out. Anyways,
Right.
I'm just
Right.
not. I know that everybody says they wash sheets. How are we to know you're actually washing the sheets and you're not just one of the people that says that?
Oh, that's a fact. How do we know? How do we know? How do we know? Right? Some of you folks, like I said, you may present yourself as, cleansy and all that, but it's the cat's been let out of the bag. I mean, Natchez saying, the cleanest place in that house was the bin, apparently. The bin was the cleanest part of the house. How is that sense? How is that possible?
Bingo.
Well, I guess you have to take our word for it. I could get Jason as like testimony to.
I would like to talk to Tom.
David and
Next time I talk to Tommy, I'm going to ask him what the sheets smelled like, and if he says they smell like thunder chicken, I'm gonna do a stream about it.
But it wouldn't smell like Thunder Chicken. They would smell like Nachiketa because Nachiketa was the last person to
I
sleep.
imagine Nachiketa smells like weed and. I don't know.
Nachiketa doesn't smoke weed, really.
What does Jade smell like? Whatever Jade smells like, he probably smells like that too.
So I want to ask you something, Rose. So you confirmed that the sheets were indeed washed between each of these guests.
Yes, every single guest that we've ever had. If we have a guest, I make sure that that occurs before and after, because the thing is that whenever my sheets are being washed, I like having that guest room bed to go sit on and hang out on while I'm waiting for everything to be finished. Because even though I have plenty of sheets to replace the old sheet with, no matter what I tear off my bed, I'm dependent on Jason and his schedule and his vibes to put a new one back on again. So I just have to let go and be like, he's going to do it when he's going to do it, and I can use the guest room. So it is an inconvenience in that way anytime I have a guest here, because I don't have that extra bed.
So,
but I have the other bed in the sunroom.
Rose, it sounds to me like you're preemptively backing yourself out of the claim that you just made, so that when I do my investigation and find out that there was hairs on the sheets that you gave Tommy, that Jason's holding the bag.
Oh, easy now, Flo. Easy, Dusty.
Because you're paralyzed. Is that what you're doing?
Damn.
What do you mean by holding the bag?
The responsibility.
Well, no, Jason is doing what I requested. If it was just Jason's house, and I don't know how guys are, but the fact that I'm this crazy bitch involved that wants my house to be clean and respectable and be a wonderful, amazing hostess that everyone gives a 5-star to, that's why we make sure all of the linens and the towels and everything's prepared. And we also have a jackery in every room with a connected lamp and make sure that there's cords.
Type a 1 in the chat if you think that he just dried the sheets and didn't wash them.
Ew, why would you even do that? And how do you think you could get away with that in front of me?
Hey, look, anything's possible. Okay, here's the thing, Rose. I want to get back to the Dave Weiss thing. I want to know what happened between you and Weiss, because you guys were very buddy-buddy. Do you know I gave Weiss a very pointed criticism earlier in the show regarding his grifty nature and the way he's lying to people constantly about what he thinks the Earth is and denying that what they witnessed in Antarctica was true. You know, I really have a problem with Weiss, and I think he's disgusting in so many ways. Is that why you fought with him? Because he's disgusting? Did you tell him to stop grifting and stop being a lying asshole? Did that what happened? What happened?
No, because I wasn't conforming to the narrative and the worldview, and I didn't support all of the things and regurgitate the phrases in the way that he would feel comfortable with after.
Well, hold on, because okay, that's one thing I agree with Rose on, right? I haven't heard Rose out here regurgitating this flat earth stuff. That's one point she scores with me, right? I'm not sure whether she's a flat earther or a globie. If she's a globie, she's not out here preaching the globie stuff. If she's a flat earther, I don't hear her out here regurgitating the same points with the flat earth, right? That's one thing I must say about her.
Oh,
Chills in the building. What's happening, Chills? That which is much love, big up.
Dawn. So in translation, and we saw you because I saw on Flow Stage channel that you confirmed you did a globe flip, but I don't think you did a globe flip because I don't think you were really ever a flat earther. I thought you were kind of like doing the like I want to.
Oh, hold on. You say on Flo's channel she did a flip. Hold on a second.
Because I saw on Flow Stage channel that you confirmed you did a globe flip, but
She did a globe flip on Flow State's channel. Something ain't adding up. Hold on, let's keep going.
I don't think you did a globe flip because I don't think you were really ever a flat earther. I thought you were kind of like doing the like, I want to be cool. And they drugged me to a flat earth conference and Karen was there and she was nice. And it sounds kind of cool. But in your mind, in my mind, you were never a flat earther. So I'm not going to say you flipped. I'm going to say you were kind of like riding the whatever train, which kind of got you in trouble because now it's like there's this perception that you flipped. So I know you're on the, but I don't think you were ever really a true flat earther. So I can't say you flipped. But you're saying Dave wanted you to toe his company line. You weren't going along with it. You were on the Jaren train, and he had a big problem with it. And how's Crow responding to this whole thing? Go ahead. I know it's a lot, but the floor is yours.
Yeah. No, I mean, really, what I have to say is that I'm just so grateful to be here because this has been such a huge topic that has been driving me crazy for so long. And I never know what string of words to put together to describe my situation. But I think that you just might literally be the only person that sees it clearly because you and I were talking throughout before Antarctica and my feelings on everything. Like what I was telling you off air and on air and just everything. There's a few people that were like really paying attention and have those observation skills to show that while I did put myself in situations where I allowed people to label me as a flat earther, it's exactly as you described. I was dragged to a flat earth conference.
Oh, you was dragged into the flat earth game. Okay, I see. So it wasn't really your shtick. It wasn't your shtick. It wasn't your thing. You were dragged into it. I see. Okay.
Embarrassed to be there. I only went.
Embarrassed. Woof. Hold on. Did you say you was embarrassed? What? Hold on.
To label me as a flat earther, it's exactly as you described. I was dragged to a flat earth conference. I was embarrassed to be there. I only went into the
She was embarrassed. What? How do you flat earthers feel about that?
building when Jason was giving his social engineering presentation. And then it wasn't until I got involved with David and Jaren and being on the Jarenism Raw show and then being on the Baby Truther show with Alex Stein and all that stuff that I just started to actually find the information compelling enough to lean in that direction. However, the only model I was familiar with was the one from David Weiss's app and hanging out with Jaren and their idea of Antarctica being a circle and the North Pole being in the middle. And that could only be correct contingent on what I thought was a remote possibility that the government was hiding a setting sun in the south.
Right. So you're pretty much right. So you
you
agree with
possibility that the government was hiding a setting sun.
So Rose is down with this setting sun. The government hiding a what? Is that a second? Is she saying second or setting? Hold on, take it back. Second or setting?
Possibility that the government was hiding a setting sun in the
setting sun. Okay.
south.
Right. So you're pretty much right. So you agree with Jaren's narrative, plain and simple. Like I'm not saying in a good way or bad way, but you agree with Jaren's point of view, correct?
No. What I agree with is that the model that David and Jaren presented, that I was like, oh, this is the flat Earth model, and there has to be a setting sun.
Right, the flat Earth model. Oh, I don't want to step on you, but I want to get back to the Weiss thing. I really want to know about you and Weiss and what went down.
Okay,
It's
so
important
Excuse me. Z wants to know what happened with her and Wise. He don't want to know about the setting sun right now. He wants to know what is up with you and Wise. Stick to the topic, Ho.
for me to know.
through text messages, he was sending me questions like, "Oh, so I suppose you think that Jaren went to you or something?" And I don't know, he was just asking me questions. It's like, why do you care what I think, David? Because we know he went there and he saw what he saw, so you have to deal with it. And he was just the way that
Right,
he was.
he's not dealing with it. Rose, Dave went on into the world and said it was a fake plasma laser sun that they
Yeah.
somehow synchronized with the real sun to just like fool Jaren and Whitston and everybody down there. He's still going around telling people this bullshit story about a fake plasma laser sun because he can't let go of his grift.
Yeah.
Because Rose, you watched me for months and
What is I mean, is the laser sun or whatever however Z phrased it, is that a part of Wise's grift, David grift? Is it? I don't know. That- I can't see it being a part of it. Let me think. I can't see it, to be honest. When I heard that, I actually wanted to hear more about it, to be honest.
months telling Dave that his model's debunked. I know you can attest to that. I sat there and Jaren to his face and told him that model was debunked. And now when it was debunked in front of the world, Dave's just going to lie to people. You know, I have people in my real life, Rose, that come up to me and people I know, let's just say, and they say things like, "Oh, did you hear about those, you know, those phonies that went down to Antarctica and like faked like this whole thing?" Like they're just going with the Dave Weiss controlled op narrative. Do you find what Dave's doing completely repulsive and disgusting? I do. What are your
I
thoughts?
think that it's completely and repulsive and disgusting to try and like evangelically continue that narrative when we know it's that we have made an observation that should just be pointing us in a new direction to further verify things. And with Crow 777 radio, we are really concentrating on the electromagnetic frequencies that have been measured since 2004 that can be affecting the earth and human consciousness. So I think that all of the division related to the disgusting stuff that you're talking about is a psyop to draw people away from the truth. Now let's use the example of RV, a good friend of mine who I hope will still be my friend. He's really disappointed in me that I believe Jaren went to Antarctica, but he's not going around everywhere telling everyone all this stuff about the trip. Like, I think on his own channel, he'll say what he wants, but
No, he's pretty much calling it fake, Rose. He's in that camp. Rose, what do you think of people like me and like the Nachiquetas and like the Jake the where we go, look, yeah, they went to Antarctica, they made that observation, but so what? You understand? It's the so what? It's basically the demonstrable world, the physical world, in our view, shows a certain thing. We don't play into the false binary. We don't have to buy into their model. What do you think?
Hey, look at Flo on the top left, right? He's in his little gadget chair. This is fucking hilarious, Flo. Look at Dusty. This is fucking. Hey, this is cold, Flo. Look at it.
Think of us, the ones that go, yeah, they went. Shouldn't Witsit be like best friends with like a guy like me or like a Nachiqueta who says you're not lying, dude, but yet they still want to besmirch my name? I guess my point is like, what do you
what
think
happened
of
to
like the
Austin?
my group? What?
Well, first of all, before I tell you what I think of your group, is Austin what happened to Austin after he experienced the 24-hour sun? What's his explanation now?
He came home freaked out, got into a domestic dispute with his wife. She recorded him and then presented it to the entire world. Then she left him and took the kids. That's what happened.
Damn.
Is this the whole thing that makes me upset about humanity and why I sometimes call myself a member?
Allegedly, Rose. Rose, allegedly. Now, she didn't allegedly record him. They didn't allegedly have a domestic.
She set up the camera though and made a fight.
He didn't allegedly spit in her face in November of 2023.
Yeah, but what if she made him so mad?
But allegedly she's gone with the kids. That's the alleged part.
What if she made him so mad that he had to yell at her so loud that just spit accidentally flew out of his mouth, and it wasn't like he was spitting on her, and then she was so disgusted by the fact that he was so mad at her that that saliva got on her that she called the police, and she's like, he spit on me, and that's what they put in the police report. And now everyone's
Rose,
like, we
know that you're an advocate for men. We know you don't #believe all women.
Yeah.
We know you just don't #me too. We know that you are a supporter of men's rights, and we know that you are a strong advocate for those type of things. You know as well as I do that a woman scorned is something you do not want to mess with. Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing.
He's reminding her. He's reminding you. I know. This is
Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing. Hell.
That sounds like a dog howling, like, oh, I know. You know, hurt dogs holler, right?
We saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on.
I know.
To mess with. Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing. Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on want to mess with. Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing. Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on want to mess with. Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you not want to mess with. Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing.
Oh, I'm dying back there, boy. Yo. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Hey, I ain't said it in a long time, right? But fuck it. 420 if you got that shit. Fuck it.
A sidearm. Saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing a sidearm and tried to get his Keta when you went on brand with. Hell, we saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing a sidearm and tried to get his channel destroyed. That was crazy. But anyway,
you can't get a channel destroyed by that. All that happened was the video came down.
Sidearm and behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing a sidearm. Saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing a sidearm. Saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing a sidearm. Saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing a sidearm. Saw your behavior with Nachiketa when you went on brandishing a sidearm and tried to get his channel destroyed. That was crazy. But anyway,
you can't get a channel destroyed by that. All that happened was the video came down.
Rose, you're going to downplay that? Come on. Anyway, we can get back to that another time. My point is, she obviously sets him up. She sets the camera up, just incite a little thing, watch the guy pop, gaslight the guy a little bit, use that to present it to some judge, show that you live in a hostile home environment. She had the prior police report that she called from a year earlier with this Spitz-It incident. So with the police report, combined with the video, Rose, you know as well as I do, that gives her a fair degree of leverage when it comes to the family courts. It's a hostile home environment. So Whitsitt, I mean, you asked what happened to Whitsitt. His life fell apart. His life completely. Whitsitt, you just evil. Hold on, I'm gonna put you in the back because you're just gonna make. Hold on a second. So I'm talking about a guy's life being destroyed, and Rose just wickedly. Hold on a second. This is crazy.
Wickedly, yeah. Wickedly. Go on, finish it off, Z. What she do wickedly? Look, she got Z laughing now. It's contagious, right? The hee, the ha-has. Ha ha he, ha ha. Contagious. Contagious now. Contagious.
I know what you're saying, and I know how this looks. But you
It's
just
so
don't
bad.
understand how much I think through with these motherfuckers.
All right, so here's the thing. Here's the
Look,
thing.
nobody's surprised by your guys' evilness.
Here's the thing. So, out of all of this, so Jaron flips to the globe, gets a bunch of new subscribers. He's probably going to be raking in the money as, like, you know, Greg from Fight the Flat Earth and McKeegan and McToon, like, embrace him more and more. Rose, you know, they're all making bank. They have like 6,000 channel members. They're making more money than Flow State, and he was in the top 10 in the entire country. Go figure. They're making more money than he's making. So here's the thing. Jaron walks away smelling like a rose. Well, Duffy gets a documentary and like basically gets to go to the world like he won the biggest prize ever. And Austin Whitsick gets his life destroyed. Why? Because he wanted to remain friends with Jaron, his boy, and gets his life whomped on as his wife literally destroys him. It's insane. Your thoughts?
I got a little bit distracted because Jason just walked in, and I'm just trying to show him my computer to demonstrate that I'm on your stream right now. And I bet he's wondering how Tommy will react to it.
Are you still friends with Karen B?
What?
Does he have? Do you have to show him that because you look at too much?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you
I mean,
friends with Karen B?
Much.
Answer
But
the
see,
question. Are you still friends with Karen B?
yeah, I would say so. I would say that she's
Uh-oh. Karen Babes. Anybody familiar with Karen B in the chat right now? Anybody know Karen Babes? She loves London. Karen loves London. She calls me a psychopath. Calls me a retard. She loves London.
she's very accepting of me saying that I believe that Jaron went to Antarctica.
No, but you went further. You said you believe that Jaron went to Antarctica and proved the globe. I saw it in print. I have it, Rose. I have it screenshotted on my phone. You can't escape it. Come clean. Don't walk the line. Karen B needs to know where you stand. If Karen B is your real friend, she'll stay your friend.
Well, the only current explanation I have for the fact that there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica with the sunspots that have been observed over the course of the year from the same spot from both Crow and Mellow Dome, there's nothing else that I can think of other than a globe that would explain it. But I'm open to other ideas because I agree that I really don't. I'm not.
How is Karen B accepting your globe like revelation?
I think that she's okay with it. I think that she's always known, just kind of like you, that I was never really like scientifically minded enough to get into it. You know,
Are you playing the stupid girl card right now?
Maybe I don't know. See,
Flo's on point, you know. Flo's because he's paid there. Yeah, Flo's on point. Yeah, Flo's on point. He's always, Flo knows when to insert that card, right? He knows when to insert that hand. Right?
Sometimes I don't know if I'm just playing
Card right now
enough to get into it. You know,
Are you playing the stupid girl card right now?
Maybe I don't know. See, sometimes I don't know if I'm just playing a part or if this is my real personality.
Isn't that scary?
I know. That's scary.
And Flow State, she not only has the like stupid girl card, but it's the stupid girl in a wheelchair card. She could play it's the ultimate card.
She's the ultimate
I see. Stupid girl in a wheelchair card. That's funny.
And Flow State, she not only has the like stupid girl card, but it's the stupid girl in a wheelchair card. She could play it's the ultimate card.
She's the ultimate honeypot predator victim.
Right. That's how she infiltrates.
The ultimate honeypot predator victim. Damn, that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. Listen.
The ultimate honeypot predator victim.
Right. That's how she infiltrates.
She's probably not even paralyzed.
Damn.
I wish that I could be that.
This is all a big.
We're into The final bend of the coral eclipse. And what's this?
Wow, it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. Somewhere in time. Salutes, much love. How we doing? Random fan, what's going on? Hmm? What's going on? Hey, I see my man Artizzle down there somewhere earlier. Salutes, Artizzle. Much love. I love my country folks. You already know that, Tizzle. Much love to you and the family, bro.
That's how she gains your confidence. She moves on in, and then she just takes over. We know how.
Except I have to do it in a special way, see? Because I am paralyzed. So it's not like I can go out into the world and bait people and bring them back into my house, no pun intended, like Kathy Bates. I have to use my mental manipulation on the internet to swindle these people to come visit me into my territory, into my lair, to have a little piece of my personal hell and misery. And then I observe the reaction to it, and I perform social experiments on them. And then I had.
She says it in a joking way, like we don't smell her out.
Okay, so what were the last words you said to Weiss? How did you guys end it? Was it like
we just stopped talking? We just stopped talking.
You didn't say, I will always love you. I just can't be with you.
I didn't say that to David Weiss. No, I pro-blocked him so that the only way that he can contact us is through the support email. And we're done with the whole division. We want nothing to do with the divisive topic of flat Earth. And we are interested in his hydrogen alpha telescope and the search for the so-called second sun. That's what we're doing. Eric Dollar, Nikola Tesla.
Oh, they want nothing to do with flat Earth. Okay, interesting. I don't blame him, to be honest. I don't blame him. Mm-hmm.
There are.
Rose, doesn't the second sun completely invalidate the heliocentric model? Won't it throw all the gravitational numbers out of whack?
Oh, second sun. Now we're talking. Spicy meatball.
Well,
what?
If it doesn't, we don't know if the thing that Crow has imaged is the same thing that corroborating scientists who have been banned from publishing in academia. They've been measuring something that's been approaching since 2004, which is going
Did I
into
just hear second sun?
Flo, you're fucking in there. Flo, man. Did I just hear a second son? Yeah, you had a second son. I want to hear about the second son too. But I really was about the second son. I don't know, but that was hilarious.
Have a serious conversation with Yuzi about it when he's here and he's not like up to the lore or even.
You know what? Ignore me. You guys do your thing. I will be wanting somebody to fill me in on this second son later, but go on.
It's a panel, Rose. You can talk in front of our friend Dusty. I keep calling him Flow State. He said it's okay. Rose, let me ask you a question about etiquette. He changed his name because his channel got nuked by YouTube or whatever. So he had to go with the powdered Dusty. But in my mind, he's Flow State. But I know the proper etiquette would be to call him like powdered or Dusty or some iteration of that. Okay.
Hey, Z, he fucking kill me, you know. You see, when Z gets into this mode, like he's trying to figure out the correct word name for flow. Fucking hilarious. Hold on a second, take it back. Oh man.
So he had to go with the powdered Dusty. But in my mind, he's Flow State. But I know the proper etiquette would be to call him like powdered or Dusty or some iteration of that. Okay. But I just can't get myself to do it because it's just like so ingrained. It's like all of a sudden, if I change my name from Z to like J or T or some other.
I changed my name from Z to J or T. Man. Oh fuck. Hey Z. Hey Z, come back, bro. I fucking need you over here, man. It's fucking hilarious. I told you it's the simple things that make London laugh, right? It's the simple things, right? Fucking simple. That's wild, bro. That's funny.
Of that, okay? But I just can't get myself to do it because it's just like so ingrained. It's like all of a sudden, if I change my name from Z to like J or T or some
Don't
other
dead
like,
name me Z.
you see what I'm saying?
You're always Z. You're always Z, even if you wanted to go back to your legal name, because it's what they were when you met
funny.
them. And also, Illumitami changed it to Station 33, and no one calls him Station 33. He'll always be Illumitami.
Which is such a better name.
And
It
Flow
is a
State
better
is so
name.
much better than Powder Dusty.
Flow State was terrible. Have you ever searched for Flow State?
What,
Hey, Flo, I swear to God, bro. You know what I mean? There were times when I used to search for your fucking channel, Flo. Could not fucking find it, bro. I swear to God, that was a good change, bro. Because I swear to God, I'll search for it, wouldn't find it. Wouldn't find it. Fucking mad, mad. Type it in, searching forever, Flo. I swear to God, that shit's crazy. That's wild. So, yeah, that's wild. That's crazy.
terrible for you algorithms. Yes, a horrible initial decision. You made that mistake, and it will
It
be like
wasn't my decision. I had a partner at the time. He made the channel.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That you're, as I think of you as Flow State, and I always will. I will
And that's
force
fine.
to think of something else, but in the back of my mind, I will be attaching that to Flow State as a reference.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with it. I wouldn't let anybody stress about whether or not you're calling me the right thing. Just as long as they're subbed to the right channel and have the bell notifications on, we're good to go.
There's people in Flow State's channel chat asking for the link.
I did drop the link a second ago. If they're still asking for it, that's rough for them.
Oh man, fucking hell. Browns boy in the building. What's happening, Mr. 23? Salute, salute. Oh, Paul in the building. Salute, salute.
Somebody's telling me there's people backstage, but there's a few people still back there. But okay, bro. So you kind of find yourself in a precarious situation here. Like you're kind of like walking the line between worlds. That's not going to hold up. As far as I know, you've maintained your friendship with Jaren. You see what he's doing to all his former buddies. Rose, what do you think of the fact that like none of them are addressing Jaren? Do you think it's because I'm going to say this right here, first time I'm going to say it on my show. Jaren is the number one threat to the Flat Earth Inc., to the branded Flat Earth, to the Flat Earth Grift. Jaren is the number one anti-Flat Earther, and Jaren will be very successful in what he's doing because Jaren knows all the talking points. Jaren, whether he's using logical fallacies or not, knows exactly how to take down Weiss and the rest of them. You can't take me down, Jaren, because I'm rock solid. I'm airtight. I use actual logic. I'm not trying to promote Flat Earth.
Is that why you're not monetized?
Say that again.
Is that why you're not monetized?
What do you mean? No, there's a lot of reasons why I'm not monetized.
I can say one good reason why he's not monetized, which is because it's so annoying when people donate through YouTube because YouTube takes their cut. So it's better to provide people with an alternative.
Rose. My God, Rose. The logic isn't logicking there. I'm just
right. So like you're talking to Flow State. So I'm sure he doesn't mind when they're taking 30% of like a lot as opposed to 0% of nothing. So that I kind of get where he's coming from. The only flaw I see with what Flow State's doing, financial wise, is that YouTube can pull the plug out from him whenever they want. That's the only problem.
Yeah, there and that is definitely something that makes YouTube as a business reckless in a way. Right. That said, I am a fairly reckless person, and I've found that audiences, your active audience will follow you.
So
I like that about Flo. He isn't afraid to call himself out. If he knows he's a bit reckless, he says he's unfairly reckless. Like he knows. Salutes to Flo. Salutes to Flo. Powder Dusty. Salute.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on, Rose. I don't want to keep hammering you over the head with this FE stuff, but you have to admit it. It's a pretty big deal. What do you say to my claim that Jaron is the number one anti-flat earther because he knows all the weak spots, he knows the talking points, he knows how to take Dave down and the rest of them, and that he will be very financially successful in this endeavor?
I wish the best for Jaron, and I'm glad that he's being honest about what he observed and had the humility to say that there was a 24-hour sun when for 10 years he was telling
Come
people,
on, I don't need this. Answer the question.
I think
I
he's
know
going to
you're
be
doing
very
this thing.
successful. Yeah.
Dance, Rose, dance. She's
I think he'll be very
dancing
successful.
all over that question.
Right.
Is
So
that the
you
answer to your
admit,
question?
well, I agree with you. I
Okay.
think Jaron's going to be extremely financially successful.
Yes.
And I think he's going to embarrass Weiss and all his former friends, Mark Sargent and the rest of them, because
Yes.
their argument is flimsy. You see, Dave and Mark and Dubé and the rest of these clowns made a mistake. They wanted to tell you what the world is not, but at the same time giving you their new version of the world, their prepackaged version, the version that really works great in an app that people could pay $3 a pop for. See, that's their problem, and that's why they're going down.
So what you're saying is that a sexual assault scandal needs to materialize around Jaron.
Well, to address what you're saying, I think that Jaron is going to be very successful as the most popular anti-flat earther because he was one of the most popular flat earthers to begin with. And so to flip he's going
Now,
to be
hold on. I don't want to interrupt you as I'm interrupting you. Jaron, let's be honest, was a paper tiger in the flat earth world.
Damn.
When you look at his numbers, when you look at his, mean to say he had 100 people, okay? He had 100 people supporting him by his admission as channel members, his VIP, so to speak. After doing it for 10 years, he had only 100 people. After circle fucking propping each other up.
10 years, he only had 100 supporters?
He had 100 VIP members. So my point is, Jaron was a failed flat Earth content.
How much was a VIP membership?
So for us to say, I don't know, a couple bucks. So for us to say, right, you know what I'm saying? So for us to say that he was this like big flat Earth content, that's an illusion. It's 160. Hold on, it's.
I agree with that, Z. It's an illusion. I agree with that. I mean, Bro Sanchez was getting bigger numbers than him. I think he probably still is. But yeah, out of those two, I would say Bro Sanchez pulls in the more numbers. But I think German is more of a household name, right? Because of, I don't know, maybe the connections that he keeps and the people that he interviews and things like that, right? So that's why he would be considered more of a prominent flat Earth, the spearhead of the flat Earth, I suppose. But some people would say Bro Sanchez is. I don't know.
160,000 subscribers completely fugazi. All right, you see his numbers rose. Bros, I can stream. I have.
To be honest, Z had the chance to actually take that spot because the spotlight was on him for quite some time. The spotlight was on Z for quite some time. I mean, the spotlight's always been on Z, right? But then they just used a different lens, right? Z used a different lens. When he went at Jaron, it was a new lens focused on Z, right? And he had his chance to dance in that lens or to keep, ripping it apart. And he chose to keep ripping it apart instead of becoming that new flat Earth guy. I mean, he did promote the Horizon Earth for a while, but I don't know what's come off that. But he had his chance to actually take that, but he didn't. He didn't take it. Maybe I don't really see him promoting flat Earth is what I'm trying to say, right? He don't promote flat Earth. He's not on that ship. Even though he knows a lot, he knows everything to do with flat Earth, right? But he don't promote it.
2,000 subscribers. I get 2,000 views, 2,400 views,
and $0
with 2,000 subscribers. The guy's 160,000 subscribers, and he gets 4,000 to 5,000 views when he does a live stream. When he was a flat earther, more so now. So my point is this: it would be incorrect to call Jaron a successful flat Earth creator. He was not. Dave, financially was. Austin Whitsitt was raking in the dough. before his wife fell to
This summer at Betway Casino, spin the wheel for your chance to win a Range Rover.
Calling them out.
Jaren's nothing. I think Jaren was butthurt, and that's one of the reasons why he did his flip. That's just my opinion. Go ahead, floor is
No,
yours.
that makes perfect sense. And so, in other words, just to reflect back what you're saying in a way to just clarify that I understand, that had Jaren been in David's position with his app, then maybe he wouldn't have done the flip, regardless of what he saw. Is what you're saying.
Potentially. Hey, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
When can we
It's a
talk about the
potentiality.
two sons?
Anytime you want, I would love.
Hey Flo, you snuck that one in. When can we talk about the two sons? I like it.
When can we
It's a
talk about the
potentiality.
two sons?
Anytime you want, I would love to. That's like my whole existence right now.
It is?
On it. Well, it's just the focus of Crow's telescope work. He's searching to capture something that he captured in 2015 and 2016. He wants to capture it with his bigger, better scope, and then verify if it's what he thinks it is, which is that it's connected to the age change.
It might be a second son. Is that the?
Well, we don't know what to call it because different people who have observed
What
it.
is it? Can you describe it? What is the thing?
So hold on, let me jump in, Flow State, just to get the second son has been kind of like, let's say, I don't want to say known, but it's been a topic throughout history. If you look at the mystery schools, the occult brotherhoods, blah blah blah, they talk about the second son, a dark son, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of ways to conjecture it in whatever model, whatever paradigm you want to look at it. But there appears to be these other luminaries that appear in certain times in history, and they signify changes in ages. They signify all kinds of things. So I don't want to go into the second son. I don't want to go into it. But just know that like Crow's into it. And Rose, you're in a very precarious situation with the second son thing, because if you're going to be rolling with Jaren, there's going to be no second son talk.
That's a fact. Ouch. Woof, 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 woof. Damn, Z. Where'd you find that, son? That's a fact. That's a fact. She getting into sticky territory. You better know your role there. Take it back.
If you're going to be rolling with Jaren, there's going to be no second son talk.
Boom. Flo was left speechless there. I like that. Shit like that. Done, DeMarco.
Son talk.
What's Flo?
There's going to be no second son talk. Flow State, I'll put up your super chats.
I appreciate you.
What
Chuck says, how come Z is as delusional as Talcott?
Hey, you gotta love Z, you know. Z likes to feed into the griff sometimes. I like that about Z. He's a team player. He didn't have to put up the super chat, right? Because look, it's about him, right? It's degrading him, but he threw it up. He's a team player, is what I'm trying to say. He didn't have to do that, right? He knows what the stick is. I like that. I love it.
Appreciate you. Chuck,
Flow State, I'll put up your super chats.
I appreciate you. Chuck says, how come Z is as delusional as Talcott?
Uh-oh.
I have no answers for this. I'm not sure if he is as delusional as Talcott, but we'll have to see how this second son thing shakes out.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah. Oh shit! Just when I thought Flo was serious, he's fucking pulling a griff. He's pulling one on London. Bloody hell! He's pulling one on London. Good one, Flo.
We'll have to see how this second son thing shakes out.
That's a loaded question.
I was
It
muted.
is a loaded question, of course.
But I have mentioned the second son to Jaren, and I've given him updated information, and I've been drilling him with it, trying to make him care. I don't know if he cares, but yeah, no, he's been accepting of listening to me explain what's going on. Hi, my child. It's Rose, your mommy.
Oh God, another mom.
Oh man, Jesus Christ! Who left the cat flap open?
Okay, hi, I'm sorry. Yes! Hello, babe! My boyfriend, State Flow. Have threesome with you.
What?
My boyfriend stay flow. Have threesome with you.
My boyfriend State Flo have a threesome with you. Flo, you hitting that Flo? Yo, hold on.
Oh God, another mom.
Okay, hi, I'm sorry. Yes, hello, babe. My boyfriend stay flow. Have threesome with you.
Have threesome with you. Macking, you know, cold, cold, cold.
Let's
She's
have
just
it.
trying to use me for Margot.
No, I'm not. I'm red, bitch.
Noel, did you know there's two sons?
No, there's not.
Yo, Flo. Oh gosh. No, Lord. I told you. Flo just scumbagged all of us right there. He got us. He got us. Good one, Flo. Good one. Good one.
Noel, did you know there's two sons?
No, there's not. There's only
That's what I
one
said.
son.
She said, no, there's not. There's only one son.
Noel, did you know there's two sons?
No, there's not. There's only
That's what I
one
said.
son. And that's it.
We could just play the clip if we want. It's a 5-minute clip, Z, if you want to share it from Crow's channel.
No, we
Yes.
believe you. I don't want to go off on the second son.
All right, all right. I'll come to your channel. Can I come to your channel to show you Flo and change the
I
subject?
saw Margot tonight. I saw her.
Noel,
In
hold on a
person.
second. Flo, say
Yes,
send
you
her
can.
to your
Rose,
channel.
I insist on it.
Okay, thank you. That takes care of that.
Step into Wix Studio, the platform for age.
There you go. Mute that bitch.
So we can't talk about the flow state, the second son with flow state. We're stuck up here with Noel, and usually I don't stay on panels if Noel shows up, and I prefer to communicate with Noel via text message.
Stuck up here with Noel, you know. Damn.
Usually I don't stay on panels if Noel shows up, and I prefer to communicate with Noel via text message, where she actually.
What's your problem with
says
Noel? I
some
think she came up.
sentences.
I think she came up to talk to you, Rose.
No, I don't
Now,
even
hold on.
realize it was me.
Noel, we're not going to have a boob issue again, right?
No, 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 no,
don't
not
understand.
tonight. I'm sorry. No, no,
Noel, do you
I'm
expose yourself
red.
to the YouTube audience? Are you like
She did.
some way an exhibitionist?
She did.
All right, well,
What?
hold on. I'm going to put her in the back because I don't want her to expose herself here. I don't need that to happen.
I don't think she realizes that my voice is also a person that she's always texting with.
Wait, what?
I'm always in a text message conversation with Noelle, and I'm just not quite sure if she knows that that person that she's in a constant.
Every time Rose speaks, right, she just incriminates herself, right? What the fuck? Why you people got Noel's number? Why are you people messaging this, you know, disabled lady? Who are you people to these people? Why have you got her number? What's going on? Why are you not messaging each other? Am I missing something? Hmm? You like messaging Noel behind the stage? Hmm?
Conversation with Noelle, and I'm just not quite sure if she knows that that person that she's in a constant conversation with on her cell phone is the same person as me. I don't know if she's made that connection. She'd have to text me right now to prove
I'm
it.
pretty sure that she does.
Yeah,
Like,
if she texts me right now and says, I'm able to comprehend that I was just on a panel with you, if she texts me that, I will.
No, text me, text. What? That's wild, man. Everyone's got each other's number. And why is it like the vulnerable people? Why has she got the vulnerable people's numbers and contact details and all that? What's going on here, man? Please tell me you're a nurse. Right? Please tell me you're a nurse, and I might feel a bit better. If you say, hey London, I'm a nurse, that's why I got these numbers. I might say, hey, okay, rock on. Nurse 777. Well, you're not a nurse. What are you? Who are you? Who am I? Who are we? Get to the chopper.
believe you.
Rose, she's way smarter than she pretends to be.
I know. That's why I'm challenging her to prove it, because that way I can scold her when she acts more retarded than she is.
Rose, have Jason and
she is. Her to prove it, because that way I can scold her when she acts more retarded than she is.
That's you. That's you. Acting more retarded than you actually are. That's you.
Rose, have Jason and Jaren become closer now that Jaren has revealed his globe flip?
Oh, Z, you're making me so sad, because I thought that maybe they would, because Jason's never been a flat earther. But it seems that Jaren's just never wanted to be friends with Jason as much as he's been friends with me.
Interesting, because you and I had the same thought. You think it would be like a commonality, something they can I don't know, bond over or something.
I thought that they would, I thought that maybe this could be some kind of connection for Jason to, I don't know. I was thinking of it from a very business point of view. As soon as Jaren got back, I'm like, oh my gosh, where is this content creation going to go? In which avenue? Where are the rivers going to flow? Who's going to connect? And it's just the same old, same old. Everyone is focused on their own shit.
Every day I'm hustling.
Yeah.
Rose, how much longer do you think Crow 777 will continue with his broadcast?
Oh, I wonder if it will make it to 770, and now we're about to release 625 tomorrow morning.
Okay, so 777 obviously is significant given his name.
Yeah.
What do you do, one broadcast a week?
We currently have gone back to one broadcast a week, although I feel weird calling it a broadcast because it's a pre-recorded episode, but it's published once a week, and we were at 2 a week during the hoax for a couple of years.
That was lovely. Thanks for that. That word combination there, that was great.
So they blocked something out. There it is. That's the red flag. Hold on. That red flag. Red card on the play. Red card on the play. She mentioned the trigger word. Yeah, that's why they blocked it out.
Hoax for a couple of years.
That was lovely. Thanks for that.
Mm-hmm.
That word combination there, that was great. What okay, I just lost my question.
Yeah, the C and the H thing took.
Sorry about that, but I just got my channel back.
Sorry about that. Yeah. All right.
You out of it.
Sorry about that, but I just got my channel back for those problems, and we'll see how long it lasts.
Right. So why the fuck would you not know not to do that?
Well, because I told them that when I submitted my appeal, I said, if you give me my channel back, you must know it's because I did not commit medical misinformation. So by you restoring my YouTube channel, you are telling me that I did not commit medical misinformation. So now that I have my channel back, even though they took it away from me with over 7,000 subs, they gave it back to me with over 6,000. I will continue to speak freely about those
You're
topics.
whole lying to me right now.
What?
I think you're whole ass lying to me right now.
What are you talking about?
Rose, the reason they gave it back is all the doctors that went against it, even New Zealand, Australia, all over the world, they got their channels back. They, like I said, they slacked up on their COVID stuff.
Exactly. Richie from Boston got all his channels back too. Like 4 or 5.
And so did Dollar Vigilante.
Yeah, and I told him.
So does that mean everybody gets all of their videos and streams which they lost due to these trigger words? Is that what it means? Is everybody going to get reimbursed? Right? Because some people got demonetized for these words. Right now, suddenly it's cool again. Right? They remove streams, lives, uploads, everything because of these words. Now suddenly we can use them again. So what happens of people's contents that they removed? Can we now put them back up? I don't know.
Well, except for Dollar Vigilante, they've given him a lifetime ban on Facebook. They never want him back.
Well, we're talking about YouTube right now, but I hear you.
So Rose, are you on your channel?
I'm logged into StreamYard and on Z's channel on my 5th backup channel, but my main original channel has been reinstated and I made almost everything private and unlisted. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet.
I don't think
I
you
don't-
understood the question.
Sorry, say it again.
Never mind.
Sorry.
And Rose, I banned that person last night only for 5 minutes. And I think you agree with me.
Okay. Are you talking about the guy in this who's in this chat here who's named Plain and Simple? Because I have to
No,
remind
I don't remember who it was. I just was reading the comments. I don't pay attention to the names. I just paid attention to the comment.
Okay, all right. Well, it's okay, man. You don't need to worry.
No,
It's
I
all
just let you know because that other guy, Matt, was I was like he was the same person. He was like playing good guy, bad guy. I thought maybe with two things. I don't know.
Nobody knows what you're talking about. So you're
Norman,
just
what are you talking about? Nobody knows.
He was on his
Norman,
live. She had a live chat last night, Z. And
Norman,
What are you talking about? Nobody knows.
maybe with two things. I don't know.
nobody knows what you're talking about. So you're
Norman,
just
what are you talking about? Nobody knows.
He was on his
Norman,
live. She had a live chat last night, Z. And
Norman, what are your okay? Hold on. God forbid. What are your thoughts on Rose and Jaren and their close association?
I didn't think they were close.
Okay. Well, now that you know they're close, what do you think?
You think you guys are close? Well, I think you're
I think I'm
bad,
close
Jaren,
to
judge of
Jaren.
character.
I think that I'm close to Jaren and I want to maintain my alliance.
Well,
Okay, why do you think she's a bad judge of character?
Because we all know Jaren from not just his YouTube personality, but his personal life. So it doesn't go right. And you called him on that many times, Z. You did, And so what else can you say? If you want to overlook that and
Here's
overlook
the thing,
stuff,
Harmon. I'm not really worried about Jaren's personal life. I'd rather just stick to the topics because I don't need him to have let's say okay, Jaren's whole thing is that the flat earthers are abusing him or whatever. I'd rather just bring up the topics. Jaren's refuting, this idea of an FE. Jaren's obviously presenting his globe proofs. I'd rather stick to those because it just gives Jaren fuel as he
right?
gaslights everybody. So I'd
Well,
rather
he
just
brought
stick
it
to the
up on his
topics.
channel the other day, the way you were talking about him. So I just saying that,
Right, about his I mean,
Yes.
we may have mentioned his penis here once or twice.
I mean, this is just like this last week or the week before he brought it up again.
Oh, he can't stop talking about me. I mean, maybe it's because I do things like I don't know this. Where is it? Rose, you're in here.
I hate
I just say he's very
And no, I'm not
disingenuous.
going to
He's
bring up
very,
Jaren's penis
he's not
again.
real
I mean, we
at
can
all.
go by dick size. If that's the case, we know who number one is. I mean, Jaren, I tip my hat to you and your dick.
And it's okay that you have the penis. You are a worthy man. Okay.
My penis. I've actually been quite cruel to my penis. I've never truly loved my penis.
And the fact that you do have a penis. You have to love your penis.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, that shit's wild, man. That shit's wild. What's her name? I forgot her name now. Rose, there you go. Rose 777. That is a wild card. You never know what's gonna happen with that one, right? You never know what's gonna happen. You got to be on guard. She's gonna hit the panel and say these words that you're gonna be suspicious about anyway saying these words. That says a lot. That says a lot. Grand old chat room. What do you folks think of that? What do you folks think of that? There was a lot. There was a lot in that one. There was a lot. Quite interesting, to be honest with you. Quite interesting. What's the time? 1 minute. Okay, cool. We're gonna do it like this. Yeah, panel versus bananas, bro. Crazy like that.
Hello, Hell, O, H-E double hockey sticks. Hello, this is the Sandy Machine. What do you want? Who's calling?
Laylo, it's your boy Black Jesus. I'm back with another one, not like that other one. This time, I brought some friends with me. You know, it's about time we expose the hypocrisy of this Queen Stephen. Anyway, let's get to this, Laylo.
All right, everyone. It seems like London's upset. He's triggered. He's upset. He's very triggered. He's jealous of me. He's jealous of me. He's jealous of me. He's jealous of me. He got upset by Black Jesus.
Oh no, King Stephen, not even a little bit, not even triggered. Nice try though.
He's upset about Black Jesus. Black Jesus is taken off. I think Black Jesus might be a regular character.
Yes, I will be a regular character. I will be here to expose your hypocrisy, you creepy, creepy creature, creepy demon. Here, let's have a look.
Go ahead. Sorry. I was going to say, I learned something last night. It wasn't on Tommy's channel or show.
Topic. Yes, Queen Stephen is always straying off topic just to be creepy, 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 talking about other people's breasts. Don't you have a girlfriend, you creep?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to say that.
Well,
You didn't have to say
I didn't want to. I tried to hold off, but she really does. I didn't know that about Margot. But anyway, let's move forward. I'm sorry. Let's go back to eternal life. From eternal titties. From eternal titties. From eternal titties.
Creep alert. Someone's got Margot's breast on their mind. What a creep. Margot must be close to 100. Watch this demon get triggered when I call him out.
Sorry.
This is a creep, boy. Fuck.
What did you just say?
You're a creep.
Oh, you don't have to get insulting. You're a Negro.
Hey,
why would you call me a creep?
Yeah, you're a creep.
Why would you do that?
Steven.
Margot likes me. Why would you call me a creep?
Steven,
It's insulting. Go ahead, Jack.
Steven, why would you bring up someone else's breasts?
Because I didn't know that she had.
You're creepy, Steven. You're creepy, Steven. You're creepy, Steven. That's why London said what he said.
Indeed, my son Jack. That's why I said what I said. Your co-host is a creep. Watch him try and justify his behavior. Here, take a look.
2 hours later.
Okay, so they all have their eyes closed, where I just happened to pause this. But Margot had her cleavage out, and that was my point. That was the first time that I saw Margot's cleavage was on that show. So I made a comment saying, I think Margot might have D cups, maybe a large C, but I think she might have D cups. Those look like D's to me. Maybe not double D size, but probably D cups. I wouldn't be shocked if she wears a D cup size bra. And they just went nuts over it, like, oh, you're so creepy. You're so that's creepy. That's creepy. There's nothing creepy about that. There's nothing creepy about a man noticing a woman's cleavage. Nothing creepy. She's a grown woman. I'm sure she's over 40. She's probably over 50 years old. So there's nothing wrong with me noticing what's right there. I was on the show. Nothing wrong with that. they try to make it out to be creepy. That's just loser behavior by them. Really is. By London and Talcott. Okay? And when did Tupac show up?
You're
I don't
bigger
think that's
than this.
creepy, though. I think Margot would feel flattered by that.
Hey, right. Margot cares about opinions. I care about facts. And the facts are your creepy deflection was an interruption from the topic. We were having healthy conversations. Remember?
Yes, we were. It
Can
was
we
a
get
joke.
back to
It wasn't
that?
creepy, though. Creepy's
Can we get back to the
inaccurate.
healthy part?
Yes, let's go back to
Golly,
talking life and eternity. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm sorry, I apologize. It was just on my mind since last night. And
Well,
anyway.
get it off of your mind and see what you can learn while you're here, please.
He's got a girlfriend. What does your girlfriend think about you and Margot's breasts?
Let's please. That's for him to resolve.
That's creepy for you to ask about my girlfriend.
No,
come on.
No, it's
Don't be
actually
creepy.
actually
Don't be
it
creepy,
is
London.
what a healthy person would point out. If
There
you
you
claim
go.
to have a girlfriend, then maybe you shouldn't be thinking about the breasts of another woman, particularly when the conversations are about life eternal and God.
It was a joke. I'm thinking about some of the breasts. I'm sorry. I'm not
Right.
going to go into it. I'm not going to
That's
go into
the whole point. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for having the awareness that it's not time.
Yes,
to
let's move forward. I've said that, and he wants to drag it back, but let's go
back to
forward.
this conversation. Holy cow! See how blame interrupts.
I'm
So-
sorry, Jack.
What a total creep. Yeah, Queen Stephen. He likes Margot's breasts. Yuck. Anyway, I think it's about time we keep on exposing this clown. Let's turn it up a notch. Let's visit some friends. Lay low.
Did you do something nasty to this person? If your answer is no, then why would this person be doing something nasty to you?
Good to see you, Chris. He's not doing nothing nasty to me, only to the women. He seems to be stalking them and making some rude comments about their breast. Here, let's take a look.
Have you seen her titties? Like that was a little while ago. She had her cleavage out, and I was surprised.
Yeah, on the Lou Tommy show, I seen it.
Yeah, I didn't know Margot did that, but they were right out like her tits were. I was like, damn, Margot shows her tits more than these younger women on these panels.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I told you, my son Chris, listen to how creepy he is, and there's still more to come. What's your thoughts on this queen?
Don't fall for it, unless you make a joke of him. Like if you want to make fun of him and you want to enjoy it, and laugh at him, have at it. But let him bring you down? Fuck him. He's a nasty person.
Exactly. A nasty, creepy pervert. Let's keep going.
Have you ever seen Yolanda's titties? Like, did she ever show them?
She didn't even have her camera on for the past year, as far as I know. So, no.
Yeah. Yeah, she's kind of camera shy. She uses her mouth. She doesn't put her titties out there. I don't even know if she has any to speak of.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Roll the clip.
So, who in the panelverse has the best, the biggest or the best titties of all?
Eternal, absolutely eternal. She
Eternal.
Right now she co-hosts with Wicked Baldy.
What did William say? The cunt.
Oh, is that the one that was on Jack's show a while ago?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's the only place I've seen her. I don't know her channel. But yeah, I remember seeing her tits.
What a creep. He's got a crush on Eternal. When he finds out who Eternal likes, he's gonna go and cry in the car. Here, take a look.
Which accent do you find the most attractive? And let me tell you, there are right and wrong answers to this question.
I don't want to say this because I hate the person that has this accent, but UK.
She want me. She want me.
It's like when a guy, I like the bad boy vibes. Like if you're a little bitch, fuck out of here. I like the bad boy London vibes.
She want me. She want me.
Like if you're a little bitch, fuck out of here.
We're gonna cry in the car.
Like if you're a little bitch, fuck out of here.
We're gonna cry in the car.
Like if you're a little bitch, fuck out of here.
What a creep. Roll the clip.
Do you think if Cynthia came over here, she would come on my show on webcam and show her tits? I think I could sweet talk her into it.
Our best chance is she runs a topless pant.
I like the bad boy London vibe. Ooh. Like if you're a little bitch, fuck out of here.
Damn, I had my butt. What a weird video this guy made. This is London McDouchebag. Nobody watches your shit, dude. I'm gonna give the thumbs down. No one watches your shit. 51 views in 8 hours? Nobody watches you. You're irrelevant. You're done. You're done.
Hear what I'm asking. You can look fly in the estate, same way you can look fly in the burbs. You look sexy in a sundress, same way you look sexy in my merch. We can do matching whips, business class on the matching trips, matching go your cars, hold up, or different jeans with their matching rips. I love Japan, so do you. Come we fly, hold the room. I'm the sun, you're the moon. This is my one, I told the goons. Don't let me down. Can't bring your friends. They're not letting. Rose came over, ignited. It's a wave in the spot, don't fight it. It ain't scary in the cut, it's frightening. On grease with the G. Them felt it. Slim body but a cake on birthday. Face real cute and your lips look velvet. Tell your girls they can roll to the function, darling. They just gotta keep it G. I've been digging you recently. Like, only thing you need is me.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.